when the power of our numerator is equal to or greater than the power of the denominator, we have an improper fraction. So here we've got a quadratic in our numerator and a linear denominator. So the power is greater in the numerator. That makes it an improper fraction. In the same way, if we have 9/2, we can change it into 4 whole ones plus 1/2. And we do the same with algebraic ones. So if it's improper, and that means the power is equal or greater, we have to change it into a mixed number. There's two ways we can do this. We can use algebraic division, which I'll show you first. So we're going to have x minus 3 on the outside and 2x squared minus 5x plus 8 inside. X into 2x squared, that's 2x. 2x squared divided by x is 2x. Multiply by the 2x, 2x times x, 2x squared. 2x times negative 3, negative 6x. Take away. 2x squared take away 2x squared is nothing. Minus 5x plus, so minus 6x is x. Bring down the next number. X into x, that goes once. X over x is 1. 1 times x is x. 1 negative 3 is negative 3. And take away, so we've got a remainder here of 8 minus 3, 11. So when we had 9/2, 2 went into 9 4 times. So the result from the division was the outside bit. The remainder is 1 and the denominator stays the same. So exactly the same for our algebraic one. We have 2x plus 1 on the outside. The remainder is 11 and the denominator stays the same. I'm going to show you the other method now. So what we could have done is just multiplied through in the same way we did for the partial fractions. So if I say I'm going to multiply through by x minus 3, I'll get 2x squared minus 5x plus 8 equals ax times x minus 3 plus b times x minus 3 plus c. And then we can let x equal 3, which will give us 18 minus 15 plus 8, which is 11, equals c. So 11 equals c. And then we could let x equal something else. So let x equal 0. And we'll get 8. A's gone. And that's negative 3b plus c. But c is 11. We know that. So take away 11 from both sides. Negative 3 equals negative 3b. B must be 1. And now we know B and C. We can pick something else. We can say let x equal 1. So I have 2 minus 5 plus 8, which is 5. And that will be equal to a times 1 times negative 2. So negative 2a. And we'll have minus 2b, which is minus 2, plus c, which is 11. So we're going to take away 9 from both sides. So negative 4 equals negative 2a. A is 2. So we've worked out what a, b, and c are, and we can substitute them in. So 2x plus 1 plus 11 over x minus 3. Okay, one for you to try. Pause the video, give it a go. I'll use division. So x plus 5 is on the outside. And x squared plus 4x plus 9 on the inside. We start x squared divided by x, which is x, then multiplied by the x. So x times x is x squared, x times 5 is 5x. Now we're going to take away. X squared take away x squared is nothing. 4x take away 5x is minus 1x, and bring down the next number. Negative x divided by x is negative 1. Multiply by the negative 1. So negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. And again, take away. So negative x take away negative x is nothing. 9 minus minus 5 is 14. So we're going to write this. The answer from the division is the bit that goes by itself. So x minus 1. Our remainder goes on top, which is 14. And the denominator stays as the denominator. Here's another one. This time we've got a cubic in our numerator and a linear denominator. So when we get a cubic and divide it by linear, we're going to get a quadratic as our answer. So the quadratic is going to come on the outside, and then we're going to have something over x minus 2. I'm going to use division again. So x minus 2 into 2x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x plus 4. 2x cubed over x, that's 2x squared, times by 2x squared. 2x cubed minus 4x squared. Take away. 2 plus 4 is 6. And bring down the next number, the next term. 6x squared over x, 6x, times by 6x, 6x squared minus 12x, take away. Negative 3 plus 12 is 9. Bring down the next number. 9x over x is 9. 9 times x is 9x. 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. And take away. 4 plus 18 is 22. So 22 is our remainder. That's what goes on top. So we have 2x squared plus 6x plus 9 plus our remainder over x minus 2. One for you to try. Pause the video, give it a go. So using division, x plus 2 on the outside, x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x plus 7. X cubed over x is x squared, times by x squared. X squared times x is x cubed. X squared times 2 is 2x squared. Take away. So the x cubes go. Negative 5 x squareds. Take away 2x squareds is minus 7x squareds. Bring down the 2x. Negative 7x squared over x is negative 7x. Times by negative 7x, so negative 7x times x, negative 7x squared, negative 7x times 2, negative 14x, and take away 2 minus minus 14. So 2x minus minus 14x is 16x. Bring down the 7. 16x over x is 16. So timesing by 16, 16x plus 32. And the remainder is 7 take away 32, which is negative 25. So writing it in this form, so what we got from the division, that's what goes on the outside, the same as when we had 9 over 2. 2 goes into 9 4 times, so the answer from the division goes on the outside with 1 remainder, so 1 is the remainder, 1 goes on top, and then the denominator stays the same. So exactly the same as that. The answer from our division is x squared minus 7x plus 16. Our remainder was negative 25, and our denominator stays the same. Another one. So we are dividing a quartic by a quadratic. There's a gap here. There's no x squared term. So we have to be careful when we're doing algebraic division. We can't have a gap. We're going to have to write 0x squared. We can't have a missing term. They've got to go down in order. But apart from that, it's exactly the same thing. If we're using division, we are just going to follow the steps. So we're dividing by x squared minus 2x plus 3. So we've got 2x to the power 4 plus x cubed plus no x squareds plus 2x minus 5. So we can't have a gap. We have to have all of the terms. 2x to the power 4 over x squared is 2x squared times by 2x squared. So 2x squared times x squared is 2x to the power 4. 2x squared times negative 2x is going to be negative 4x cubed. 2x squared times 3 will be 6x squared. Then we can take away 2x to the power 4, take away 2x to the power 4 is nothing, it's gone. X cubed plus 4x cubed is 5x cubed. And nothing, take away 6x squared is minus 6x squared. Bring down the next one and go all over again. So 5x cubed over x squared is 5x. Times by 5x, so 5x cubed minus 10x squared plus 15x, take away. So negative 6 plus 10 is 4. 4x squareds. 2 take away, I think that says 15. 2 take away 15 is negative 13x. Bring down the next one. And last go, so 4x squared divided by x squared is 4. And then times by the 4, so 4x squared minus 8x plus 12. And take away one more time. So negative 13 plus 8 is negative 5, so negative 5x. And negative 5 take away 12 is negative 17. So our answer from the division goes on the outside. So 2x squared plus 5x plus 4. I'm going to change negative 5x minus 17 into minus 5x plus 17. So I'll write a minus, and I can write 5x plus 17 over x squared minus 2x plus 3. It would be absolutely fine to write a plus here and then have these both as negative. It's the same thing. One for you to try. Pause the video, give it a go. So this time the x cubed is missing, but we're going to do the same thing with 0x cubed. So we are dividing by x squared plus x plus 3. And we have 2x to the power of 4 plus no x cubeds minus 3x squareds minus x plus 4. So we'll start by doing 2x to the power of 4 divided by x squared, which is 2x squared. Then we'll multiply by 2x squared. 2x squared times x squared is 2x to the power of 4. 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. And 2x squared times 3 is 6x squared. Take away. So 2x to the power of 4, take away 2x to the power of 4 is 0. Nothing, take away 2x cubed is minus 2x cubed. And negative 3x squareds, take away another 6x squareds is negative 9x squareds. We'll bring down the next one. Negative 2x cubed over x squared is negative 2x times by the negative 2x. So negative 2x times x squared is negative 2x cubed. Negative 2x times x is negative 2x squared. And negative 2x times 3 is negative 6x. Take away. So the negative 2x cubes are gone. Negative 9 plus 2 is negative 7. So negative 7x squareds. Negative 1 plus 6 is 5. So 5x's. And bring down the 4. The last division, negative 7x squared over x squared is negative 7. Multiply by the negative 7. So we've got negative 7x squareds minus 7x's minus 21. And take away again, we get, so we've got 5 plus 7, which is 12, so 12x's, and 4 plus 21, which is 25. So writing it in the right form, so the answer from our division is the bit on the outside. So 2x squared minus 2x minus 7. Our remainder becomes the numerator. So 12x plus 25, and the denominator stays the same. This time we need to write our fraction. We need to split our fraction into improper fractions. We could use division to find out a, and then do the split afterwards, or we could go straight to multiplying through by the denominator and substituting in values for x to find a, b, and c. That will probably be quicker, in this case at least. So let's multiply through by the denominator and get 2x squared minus 17 equals a times x plus 1 times x minus 2 plus b times x minus 2 plus c times x plus 1. We can then let x equal negative 1, and that will get rid of a and c. So if x is negative 1, 2 times negative 1 squared is 2. 2 take away 17 is negative 15. And a is gone and c is gone. That's negative 3b. b must be 5. if we let x equal 2, we'll get 2 times 2 squared, which is 2 fours, 8. Take away 17, which is negative 9. A's gone, B's gone. That's equal to 3c. C must be negative 3. And then we can just pick any number. Let's do 0. Let x equal 0. So we get negative 17 equals, so 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. So negative 2a minus 2b, which is minus 2 times 5, and 1c, which is just a negative 3. So negative 17 equals negative 2a minus 13 plus 13 to both sides. Negative 4 equals negative 2a. A is 2. So then we can just write down our fractions with a, b, and c in. So it's 2 plus 5 over x plus 1 minus 3 over x minus 2. One for you to try. Pause the video, give it a go. So let's just multiply through by the denominator, which will give us 2x squared minus 9x plus 15 equals a times x minus 1 times x minus 4 plus b times x minus 4 plus c times x minus 1. Then we will let x equal 1. So 2 minus 9 plus 15. 17 take away 9, that's 8. 8 equals, a's gone, c's gone. 1 minus 4, that's negative 3. Negative 3b. So b is negative 8 thirds. Okay. Let x equal 4. So we're going to have 2 times 4 squared, which is 32, minus 9 fours, 36, plus 15. So negative 4 plus 15 is 11. We've got 11 equals a's gone, b's gone, and that would be 3c. So c is 11 thirds. So we've got minus 8 thirds, we've got 11 thirds. And then a. So let x equal 0. It should be 2 because 2x squared over x squared is gonna be a 2. So let x equal 0. This is probably a bit complicated because of the fractions. We can always use the calculator. So 15 equals 4a minus 4b minus c. So 15 equals 4a plus 32 thirds minus 11 thirds, which is 21 thirds, which is 7. So 15 equals 4a plus 7 . 15 equals 4a plus 7. Take away 7. 8 equals 4a. A is 2. So we have 2 minus 8 thirds. So I could write it up here. 8 thirds over x minus 1 plus 11 thirds over x minus 4. Or or it may be nicer to write 2 minus 8 over 3 times x minus 1 plus 11 over 3 times x minus 4. Another one. This time we are splitting it into partial fractions, but we've also got a linear. We've got a plus bx. We can do the same thing. We can just multiply through by the denominator, which, as we can see, it's not factorized, but it is x minus 1 times x plus 4. So the denominator is x minus 1 times x plus 4. We could just multiply through by it and substitute values in, or we could use our algebraic division, which might make things easier. Let's do the division this time. So let's have x squared plus 3x minus 4 and 2x cubed plus 9x squared minus 3x minus 33. So 2x cubed over x squared is 2x times by the 2x. So 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 8x. Take away. 9 take away 6 is 3. Negative 3 plus 8 is 5. Bring down the next one. 3x squared over x squared is 3. And times by the 3. Take away. 5 take away 9 is negative 4. Negative 33 plus 12 is negative 21. So now we have our answer. That's the outside bit, 2x plus 3. And we have plus minus 4x minus 21 over our original, which is, I'm going to write as x minus 1 times x plus 4. I'm going to write the factorized version. So now we're going to split it into partial fractions. So I can ignore my 2x plus 3. I know that bit. I'm just finding c and d now. So I'm going to write minus 4x minus 21 over x minus 1 times x plus 4 is the same as something over x minus 1 plus something over x plus 4. Multiply through by the denominator. Minus 4x minus 21 equals c times x plus 4 plus d times x minus 1. Let x equal 1. We will get negative 25 equal 5c. c is negative 5. And let x equal negative 4. We will get 16 minus 21, which is negative 5, equal negative 5d. d is 1. So now we know what a, b, c and d are. We can say we have 2x plus 3 plus, well actually, minus 5 over x minus 1 plus 1 over x plus 4. One for you to try. Pause the video, give it a go. This time, I think I'm going to just multiply through by the denominator and see how we get on. So we're going to say negative 2x cubed plus x squared plus 13x minus 6 is equal to a times x plus 2 times x minus 2 plus b x times x plus 2 times x minus 2 plus c times x minus 2 plus d times x plus 2. So let x equal 2. Let x equal 2 and see what we get. I'm going to use the calculator. So we have negative 2 times 2 cubed plus 2 squared plus 13 twos minus 6. That's 8. And when x is 2, a's gone, b's gone, and c's gone. So that's just equal to 4d. So d must be 2. If we let x equal negative 2, we get negative 12. And a's gone, b's gone, and d's gone. Negative 12 equals negative 4c. C is 3. Now this is where it might be a bit harder. We can let x equal 0. So it may have been easier to use the division to find a and b, but we'll see. So let x equal 0. Negative 6 equals negative 4a. B is going to go minus 2c and plus 2d. So negative 6 equals negative 4a minus 6 plus 4. So minus 2. Negative 4 equals negative 4a. A is 1. And then we just need to find b. So we can let x equal 1. So 14, take away 8 is 6. So 6 equals 3 times negative 1, negative 3, so negative 3a, which is just negative 3. 3 times negative 1, so negative 3b minus 3b minus a c, and we're going to have 3d plus 3 2's. So minus 3 plus 6 is nothing. So 6 equals minus 3b. So b is going to be negative 2. So we have 1 minus 2x plus 3 over x plus 2 plus 2 over x minus 2. And last question, express impartial fractions. We're going to need to factorize the denominator. We could use long division to split it up. Let's do that. So we're going to have x cubed plus 6x squared plus 9x into 3x cubed plus 21x squared plus 35x plus 9. 3x cubed over x cubed is 3 times by the 3, so 3x cubed plus 18x squared plus 27x, and take away 21 x squared take away 18x squared is 3x squared. 35 take away 27 will be 8 x's. And we've got the 9 to bring down. So we're going to rewrite this as 3 plus 3x squared plus 8x plus 9 over our denominator, which is x times x squared plus 6x plus 9. It's actually x times x plus 3 squared. X times x plus 3 squared. So now we need to write in partial fractions. So we're going to say that our 3x squared plus 8x plus 9 part over x times x plus 3 squared is going to be a over x. And we've got the repeated factor here. So it's x over x plus 3, b over x plus 3, and c over x plus 3 squared. Multiply through by the denominator. So 3x squared plus 8x plus 9 equals a times x plus 3 squared plus b times x plus 3 plus c times x. We will let x equals 0 and have 9 equals 9a. So a is 1. Let x equal negative 3. So 3 times negative 3 squared plus 8 negative 3's plus 9 is 12. That equals minus 3c. c is negative 4. And then we still need to find b. So let's let x equal 1. So 3, 8, and 9. That makes 20. So 20 equals 16a plus 4b plus c. A is 1. C is negative 4. So that's 16 take away 4 is 12. Take away 12 from both sides. 8 equals 4b. B is 2. So we have 3 plus a over x, 1 over x, plus b over x plus 3, 2 over x plus 3, minus 4 over x plus 3 squared. And one for you to try. Pause the video and give it a go. So we can do the division. Let's do the division. So we've got 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 into 4x cubed minus 12x squared plus 17x minus 8. 4x cubed over 2x squared is 2x. And then times by the 2x. And take away. 4x cubed take away 4x cubed is nothing. Negative 12 plus 6 So negative 6x squared. 17 take away 2 is 15. That'd be 15 x's. Bring down the next one. 6x squared over 2x squared, negative 3. Times by negative 3, so negative 6x squared plus 9x minus 3. And take away 15 take away 9 is 6. Negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. So we have 2x minus 3 plus 6x minus 5 over 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. We need to factorize our denominator so we can split it up into partial fractions. So we have 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. It's going to have to be 2x and x, and it's going to have to be 1 and 1, and they're both negative. We can write, so let's ignore the 2x minus 3 part. We know that's going to be in our answer. We're just going to focus on the partial fractions. This bit. So we're going to say that 6x minus 5 over 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 can be written as a over 2x minus 1 plus b over x minus 1. And I should have really used the factorized denominator, 2x minus 1 times x minus 1. Multiply through by the denominator, 6x minus 5 equals a times x minus 1 plus b times 2x minus 1. And we can let x equal 1, which will be 1 equals b. So b is 1. And let x equal a half. So 6 halves, 3 take away 5, negative 2 equals minus a half of a. So a half of a is 2, a is 4. So a is 4. So now we know everything we need to. So we have, putting everything together, 2x minus 3 plus 4 over 2x minus 1 plus 1 over x minus 1.